Welcome back to Pips-N-Chits, where today I will be unboxing the third standalone expansion entitled Perfectly Wretched for the 2018 popular base game of Disney's Villainous, which was designed by Prospero Hall and published by Ravensburger's Games. As I stated, this is the third expansion, and this was released in the first week of March 2020 and contains 3 new playable characters. We have Pete from Steamboat Willie fame, Cruella De Vil from 101 Dalmatians, and Mother Gothel from Rapunzel. This is the Target exclusive edition that has this Dalmatian themed box sleeve that we see here, along with an exclusive character piece inside, as it states right here on the front of the box. And I believe that's going to be a special dotted Cruella De Vil character piece. The characters within can be played without the core game, and it's for 2 to 3 players. Otherwise, you can incorporate some of these characters or all of them with the other expansions and core game for up to a 5-player experience. Personally, I think this is best suited for 3 to 4 players, and that's how I prefer to play. But for a shorter game, 2 players is absolutely fine. However, a 5-player game, also fine, but just know that it's probably about 30 minutes per player. So with 5 players, you're looking at least 2.5 hours. It's rated for ages 10 and up and has a medium weight complexity. And of all the expansions right now, including the base game, this expansion right here, again, Perfectly Wretched, is the highest rating expansion, and currently on Board Game Geek it ranks out of 8.4, which is great. So let's go ahead and open up this box. And as you can see, this sleeve from Target here is just kind of just a decorative piece, but like the other Villainous expansions, it has this really nice kind of satin finish with a little bit of like UV spotting on here, with a character impression of Cruella De Vil in the background, like a really nice silhouette of her. And let's go ahead and open the box up. Put the box aside. We have our instructions here. 2 to 3 players, 10 and up, 40 to 60 minutes, I imagine, per player. We have some rules in here in color. And how many pages is this? Let's see, what does it have on here? Well, it's about 19 pages, and the last 2 pages are actually dedicated to frequently asked questions. Well, that's pretty nice. I'll tell you right now, well, here's the expansions that I alluded to earlier. We have Wicked to the Core, Evil Comes Prepared, and of course the base game, which has 6 characters, where the other 2 expansions have 3 characters each. So let's go ahead and continue on. First things first, let's go ahead and take a look at our pieces here. I'm assuming that this is Mother Gothel for Rapunzel. Never saw the movie Rapunzel, but it looks like kind of a vase, so like a flower vase, yellowish in color. Here, some kind of flower with some kind of stems coming off on top. Not quite sure exactly what that is, but pretty nice. And this has got to be the Steamboat Willie character here. This has got to be Pete. And he is black, a very kind of almost somewhat translucent black, a very heavy, probably one of the thicker pieces of all the game sets. Really pretty unique and kind of a neat little sculpt here. There's a little hat on top. And then, of course, we have the Target exclusive Cruella De Vil character piece here. And yeah, it's definitely spotted. So the white side here has a bunch of black spots, and the black side here has a bunch of white spots. And I think if you don't have the Target exclusive, it's just pure black and white without the spots. That simulates that kind of Dalmatian effect. But that's kind of neat right there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the boards here. I'll go ahead and use my handy dandy X-Acto knife and make some cuts. And let's open up. One nice thing I really like about this game is Ravensburger and Prospero Hall. They go all out on the art production here. Whoever they have that selects the artwork and designs these boards, I think that's what you'll hear from just about everything. How beautiful these boards and the artwork is, the art that they select. So here we have Cruella De Vil. We have the Radcliffe House, Countryside. We have a milk farm and Hell Hall. And we've got this nice red trim on here. And I'll get even, just wait, you'll be sorry. That must be a quote from the movie. And then here we have Rapunzel. We have Mother Gothel. You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy. Let's see, her objective is start your turn with at least 10 trust. So it looks like we'll be earning trust in this game. And we have Rapunzel's Tower, the Snuggly Duckling, the Forest, and Corona. And I kind of skipped over the Cruella De Vil one, so I'll go back to that one really quick. What is her objective? Start your turn with at least 99 captured puppies. So obviously she's her whole shtick is she's going to be gathering some of the Dalmatians every turn. And then finally we have Steamboat Willie here. I'm going to knock you right into next week. Pete's objective, complete the 4 selected goals. And let's see, his town. Wow, this is really nice. It's all black and white, kind of in grayscale here. We have Frontier Town, the service station, the airport, and Podunk Landing. That's really pretty cool. So let's see what we have here. In this bag, it looks like we have our individual, well, let's see, we have a really thick card here for Rapunzel. She's a hero card. She's made out of cardboard, much different from all the other cards in here, so I don't really know why it's cardboard, but got a nice thick piece of cardboard for her. We have the villain guides here for Cruella De Vil, kind of an explanation and a special setup. We have puppy tokens and how those are going to go out on the board, what she does. We have the guide for Mother Gothel, how to earn trust, Rapunzel as a character, controlling Rapunzel, how you gain trust, strategy tips. And then for Pete, this is probably the reason why I'm buying the game for myself, is I really like Pete here. That's just great. We have his special setup, his goal, power play, his goal, rule the realm. So these are his 4 individual goals that he has to do. Roundup, extra actions. We have some player cards, 3 of them, one for each player in this game. We have our individual decks. So let's look at the back of Mother Gothel here. Actually, let me go ahead and take off the cellophane. Oh boy, let's see if I can do this quickly. Oh, let's see, where's the edge here? I can see it, there we go. Oops, pull that off. Okay, we have Mother Gothel's card. That's really nice here. I'm assuming it's a tower. Just really like the back of these cards. All of them, all the cards for all the Villainous expansions in the base game. Just very pretty artwork for the back of the cards. The art direction on here is just so great. So let's take a look at what we have. We have Flynn Rider, Ulf, Shorty, Aging, Everyone Has a Dream, Hook Hand, a couple repeats. There's card Maximus. I imagine this is art from the movies. Pascal. Then, of course, all the different cards for the player deck here. This is, of course, the white one, if you didn't know. These are the hero deck, or the fate deck, if you will. And these are the villain decks. So really nice in here. We have a couple allies, some effects, duplicity. The artwork in this is just great. So, okay, that was Mother Gothel. Let's go ahead and pull up the Cruella's deck here. Really nice. Oh, wow. The back of her cards. See if I can focus in on this really close. It's her jalopy, or her like little coupe, the classic car there. Really nice. We've got a bunch of Dalmatians running out in front. Beautiful. Okay, Flew the Coop effect, bunch of effect cards. Twilight Bark, Anita and Roger, Nanny, Reckless Driving, Perdita, Pongo, We're Labradors, the Colonel, and of course, Olive Herd. Oh, look at that card. Devilish. Look at that face on that one. Wow. We got Jasper there. We have Horus, of course, her henchman. All the different things that she does in her deck. And then let's take a look at Pete's deck. So let's see if I can get this wrapper off this one real quick. Oops. All right, let's take a quick look at the back of this Pete's deck. Really nice. We have the steamboat here, some money bags, some hats, a jack and an oil can. Looks like a propeller right here. Turn around. We have Pluto, Outlawed, Clarabelle Cow. Man, I just love these. Remind me of the old Silly Symphonies cartoons. Horace Horsecollar. We have Donald Duck. Look at Donald Duck there. Oh my gosh, I have to play this one. We have Knocked Silly, Hyde, Mickey Mouse. Look at that. That's great. That's a great looking card there. Love that one. Oswald the Rabbit. Oh man. We have Minnie Mouse. There we go. Look at Minnie right there. And we have Goofy. Probably the most Disney deck of them all. And wow, look at these. Look at these. The villain deck itself for Pete. Bandit, Play Game, Outrage, Parrot, Mischief. Oh, just these cards look absolutely fantabulous. Wow, I'm very excited to play that one. Okay, so what else do we have in the box here? We have another bag, and looks like we have our first player token, I think, or no, this is the Fate token. This is generally used in a multiplayer game if you have more than three or more players. That token goes to the person so they can't be fated twice in a row. Looks like we have some more currency tokens that we see in the original and the original base game and the other expansions. But it looks like we have some new placards here. These have got to be for Pete because they reference a goal. And this one here says, win big, gain at least 4 power from play a game at this location. So I assume that there's a handful of different ones in here, which it does look like there is. Pete's got different goals, and I assume that they would be put out at different locations. Spend at least 6 power in 1 turn while Pete is at this location. Rule the realm. Start your turn with more allies than heroes at each location. So Pete's got very specific goals. And then finally here, it looks like we have our puppy tokens. So let's see, we have 22 at Radcliffe House, 22 at Countryside, and let's see what else we have here. I'll just kind of dump these out because they're hard. Oh, so it looks like they're in currencies of 11 and 22. And see what else we have here. 11. They got different values. A bunch of 11s here. A bunch of 11s. Remember, Cruella wants to get at least 99 puppies captured by the start of her turn. So we definitely have more 11s than we have 22s, but we do have a few 22s in here. So I imagine you're going to draw these randomly when you complete things in the game to get up to 99. But that being said, that was a look at Villainous. latest expansion here, Perfectly Wretched. I'm Jason with Pips-N-Chits, and if you want to go ahead and think this video is good, go ahead and leave me a comment below, and go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Like and subscribe. And with that, I will leave you guys be. Have a great day, and thanks for tuning in.